We are into the third week of the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023 in India, and it's all guns blazing. Most of the teams are almost into the contest. The playing 11, the points table is looking bright and spread. Anything can happen on any day. There is no guaranteed of this team will defeat this team on any day giving day. So we are into the next topic for this time. It is the X factors for all the teams I have picked. Per team, I've picked two players. So we'll look into this. We will talk a lot about it. But firstly, let's go one by one into them because we have seen what has happened. India and New Zealand have been really good. South Africa, England, Australia are the next teams we are definitely going to look into. But they have lost to some of the teams in the below ranks. So there has been unpredictable results, but we have to see what happens. So moving on to the topic, the first team is South Africa. So here are the two players I have picked from South Africa who will be my players being an X factor. David Miller, we all know why his experience is so much important for South Africa in the middle order, and also Keshav Maharaj. Talking about David Miller first, South Africa's batting unit is very strong, and at the top of the order, they have Aiden Markram, they have Quinton de Kock, they have Rassie van der Dusen, Timber, the captain, and then you have Henry Klaassen, the vast experience. Henry Klaassen is hard hitting. But David Miller's experience being the second left handed batsman after Quinton de Kock will be very, very handy. And I must tell you, he's somebody who can change the game on its head on the given day. Keshav Maharaj, very experienced. I think he is the prime spinner for South Africa, go to man in terms of wrist spinning, can be handy with the bat as well. Definitely another player that should be watched out for as the game progresses and the pitches get drier and there will be a lot of spin. So he's going to be another player for South Africa who is going to be very, very key if they have to make it to the finals and potentially win the World Cup. Next team on paper, that is Afghanistan, a team that has already in the second week of the ICC Cricket World Cup has defeated England at Delhi and made history. So that was the second victory in ICC Cricket World Cup history. So here are the two players I have picked according to me for Afghanistan. That is Azmatullah Omarzai and Mujibur Rahman. So first I'm going to talk about Azmatul Omarzai. So the promotion he has had at the top of the order with the bat is very, very crucial, putting into the balance of the Afghanistan side. He's come sometimes batting at number 5, sometimes at 4, sometimes at 6. The batting all-rounding performance he's giving has been sensational, but he has been named as a bowling all-rounder, just like you can see in our end. But he is also handy with his ball. He can bowl some good pace at a 140 clicks. So his experience out there is going to be very key, along with the likes of Rashid Khan, Mohammad Nabi, and Mujibur Rahman. He loves bowling with the new ball. Can be an X factor any given day. Any pitches, any pitch that is hint of turning can be very, very lethal. These two players for Afghanistan can definitely be their X factors. Third team I will definitely move on to, that is Pakistan. Not at their best, but definitely we know how much Pakistan can turn around and do what they happen. So for Pakistan, here are my two players, that is Iftikhar Ahmed and Shadab Khan. So Iftikhar Ahmed still not at his fluent best, but we have seen his glimpses in the middle order. But he has to take a lot of responsibility for Pakistan to succeed in this cricket World Cup because they have a very inexperienced world middle order. Especially these two players are there, along with sometimes Shout Shakil or Aga Salman. So Iftikhar can be a game changer with his hard hitting in the middle order. So I think he can definitely turn the game on its head, being an X factor for Pakistan in the middle order, handy with the ball as well. And Shadab Khan, he has to come in handy with his spin. He is the vice captain of the side. He has to take responsibility and be the leading wicket taker for Pakistan going forward, apart from Shaheen Shafri and Haris Rauf. So he has to take a lot of responsibility. As I said, pitch will get drier, so he has to pick wickets. These are my two players from Pakistan who can be the X factors. Moving on, the next team is Australia. So Australia have been good so far. They have lost the first two games and then they have been so on in a good run. But now Glenn Maxwell and Josh Hazelwood. So these two are my players for Australia as the X factors. We know how much of a big X factor Glenn Maxwell is. He can do anything on any given day with the ball, with the bat. So he's definitely going to stick to my X factor. And Josh Hazelwood, he's somebody who keeps on bowling at that channel with the new ball. So if you give him good conditions, just like Pune or Dharamsala, he even turned out in Chennai as well. So he will be very, very lethal with the new ball. So these are the two players for Australia's success in this Indian conditions has to be at their best is the X factors of Australia, according to me. Move on to the next team, that is Bangladesh. Bangladesh have some not a balanced side, but yes, they have missed in and out of their team with some changes. Shaki was injured in the previous game against India, so we have to see a lot of things. Liton Das, he has to take up responsibility at top. He has scored a couple of 60s and 70s, but hasn't converted that into hundreds. So being an X factor, I think him taking on the bowling attack at the early on in the power play, I think he has to take more responsibility and take the game forward. Mehdi Hassan Miraz, handy with the bat, handy with the ball, but how much more can he contribute with the bat as well as with the ball be very, very crucial. He can do better, I think, especially with the bat. We have seen in the past as well how crucial he is with the bat. So I think he has to take more responsibility as he's gaining more experience in the Bangladeshi side. So these are two X factors, according to me, for Bangladesh cricket in this Cricket World Cup. So we move on to the defending champions, England. England's two X factors, according to me, I have not gone with Liam Livingstone, Josh Butler, Ben Stokes. I have gone with these two. In form, David Malan has been scoring runs lately in this Cricket World Cup, especially. He has to take charge because I think David Malan is the only left-handed batsman England has at the top. After that, if Ben Stokes is back, then Ben Stokes will be the next one. Otherwise, they have all the way to Sam Curran because they are not playing in Moeen Ali. There are a few factors David Malan needs to keep in mind. He has to play freely like he is playing and be the X factor. And Adil Rashid, as I said, in drying conditions as the game tournament is progressing, the pitch will get drier and spinners will come into play. So he's gonna be a player to watch out for even and an X factor. Adil Rashid, terrific with the ball in white ball cricket, and I think he's gonna be very handy for England if they have to succeed and make it to the knockouts. Going on to Netherlands, a fantastic win in the second week of the tournament against South Africa in Dharamsala. These two are my picks. I could have gone with Baz Delide or somebody else, Ackerman or Scott Edwards, but Vikramjit Singh, local boy from India, I think if he can break the shackles early on in the power play and take on the bowlers, he can definitely be a player X factor. And Rolo van der Merwe, handy with the bat, handy with the ball, handy in the field, a proper cricketer. And I think his energy in the field is very, very important for Netherlands' success. He can turn the game on its head either with the bat, as I said, either with the ball, either in the field. So he's going to be a player to watch out for Netherlands if they can get another few wins or potentially do better in this tournament. So these two are my X factor players for Netherlands. Then I move on to Sri Lanka, a team that has not been performing well, hit with injury, especially a big injury to captain Dhansun Shanaka and then also Matisha Patirana. So there is a lot of not good news for Sri Lankan cricket at this moment. But Kushal Perera, we all know, we see a little bit of glimpse of Sanat Jayasuriya in his few of his shots. I think if he, just like I said before as well, if the openers can break the shackles, Kushal Perera, if he can break the shackles at the top of the order, he has played a couple of innings as such, but hasn't converted, just like Litton Das hasn't. So I think if he can break the shackles, take on the game, score a quick firing 50, 60 or 35 odd deliveries, that will definitely give Sri Lanka a stabilization to score big runs. Dunir Velalagi, since the Asia Cup, that heroics against India, after that, he has not been seen to his best. So he has to come back to his best with the ball, especially, and also some things handy runs with the bat as well. These two are my X factors for Sri Lankan cricket in this Cricket World Cup. And lastly, second last rather, it is New Zealand is my ninth team. That is the two players. That is Glenn Phillips, very very handy with the bat as well as with the ball, and I think that he's going to be an X factor definitely. New Zealand had a very very good run alongside India, so I think that he has to be very handy in the with the bat ball as well as he's terrific in the field as well. Lockie Ferguson, many of them would say Matt Henry or Trent Bolt, they're top class new ball bowlers, even skillful. But Lockie in the middle stage with his raw pace and accurate line and length, I think hitting him will be very hard for every single batsman at the opponent end. So I think these are my two players for New Zealand, both very skillful, vast experience both of them have, especially Lockie having World Cup experience as well. So I think these two are my players from New Zealand in Indian conditions to succeed. And moving on to the last team, everyone has been waiting for this. I hope who are watching this video. It is India. It is Captain Rohit Sharma. Why have I picked Captain Rohit Sharma instead of Gill Rahul, Hardik Pandya? Is because what a start he's giving at the top of the order with the bat. He's in blistering form. He's giving quick fire starts and making it easy for the likes of Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli to ease to the game. And that's the reason why I've given him as an X factor. In case he gets going, he will be a rock solid batsman, and he's still hopefully the 100 is around the corner for the hitman. And Jasprit Bumrah, how badly have we missed him in the past few months? He's back, all guns blazing. We won the Asia Cup. He was back then, and potentially we can make a good success in this Cricket World Cup as well. He's very important. Let's hope the team management keeps him fit as well, looking into his body fitness as well. He's an X factor with the new ball, with the old ball. Anywhere you need a wicket, Rohit brings him back or Siraj back and gets us wickets. So Jasprit Bumrah and Rohit Sharma are my X factors for Team India. So these are the 10 teams I've picked. Two players each. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. You can definitely let me know which are your favorite picks according to you from the 10 players, 10 teams I've picked. If you have any other opinion, definitely let me know in the comment section. I'll be definitely looking into your comments and replying to them. Till then, thank you so much. We're into the third week of the tournament of the ICC Cricket World Cup. Many things are happening, blockbuster games in this week as well. Sit back and enjoy.